Welcome to Conflict News 24, continuing our coverage of Russia-Ukraine conflict and Azerbaijan-Armenia escalation. We have some updates for you. Firstly, Azerbaijan-Armenia conflict, where Azerbaijan today confirmed death of 71 of its soldiers. UN Security Council meeting was held on the issue. And Nancy Pelosi, US House Speaker, who visited Taiwan a few days ago, which led to an escalation in the Pacific Ocean, is going to visit Armenia. Details for you. And secondly, Russia-Ukraine conflict. Evidence is emerging that Russia is using Iranian drones, and Russia today warned US against providing long-range weapons to Ukrainian government. Let's start with our coverage of Azerbaijan-Armenia border escalation. Around 48 hours ago, there was sudden escalation of armed hostilities between Azerbaijani and Armenian forces. The two countries fought a 44-day long war 2 years ago in 2020. Russia brokered a ceasefire in November 2020, but several issues, especially demarcation of border issue, have not been resolved so far. Russian peacekeepers are deployed to some territories. Now, yesterday, Armenian PM Nikol Pashinyan confirmed the death of 105 Armenian soldiers in this 48-hour-long border escalation. And today, Azerbaijan confirmed the death of 71 of its soldiers. Meanwhile, last night ceasefire was agreed and ceasefire was implemented. Armenian side has confirmed that ceasefire has been agreed. No statement from Azerbaijan side so far. So, around 175 soldiers have been killed on both sides in this new escalation. Meanwhile, a UN Security Council meeting was held on this issue, where Armenia claimed that Azerbaijan was planning a major ground offensive, and Azerbaijan was planning a ground offensive from Nakhchivan. Nakhchivan is an Azerbaijani exclave which shares border with Armenia and Turkey. So from Nakhchivan, from Azerbaijan, Azerbaijan is planning a ground offensive on Armenia, according to Armenian government. Azerbaijan is obviously not confirming any such ground offensive. So far, ceasefire is holding, viewers. Meanwhile, pressure is mounting on Nikol Pashinyan, Armenian PM. If you remember, after November 2020 war came to an end, people protested against Nikol Pashinyan and election was held, but Nikol Pashinyan managed to survive. And once again, opposition parties have initiated the process of impeachment of Nikol Pashinyan, and he could be impeached. We have two clips for you. One shows massive demonstrations against Nikol Pashinyan, Armenian Prime Minister, by Armenians outside Armenian Parliament. The protest was held yesterday. Second clip shows the statement of Armenian representative at UN Security Council. Before that, Nancy Pelosi, US House Speaker, is due to visit Armenia this weekend. The lady visited Taiwan last month, and it led to serious escalation because China warned Nancy Pelosi, China warned US against visiting Taiwan. Despite Chinese threats, Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan, and after that, we led to a serious escalation. China conducted drills around Taiwan for almost a week. Taiwan remained under a siege. Chinese vessels and planes surrounded Taiwan for around a week. Later, there was some sort of normalization there. Now, once again, Nancy Pelosi is going to visit Armenia, another conflict area. What will this visit lead to? Armenia has requested the support of CSTO as well. It has invoked Article 4 of CSTO. CSTO was a military alliance formed in 2002 by some countries including Armenia, Russia, Tajikistan, Belarus, other countries. It was a joint military alliance. Article 4 of this alliance CSTO agreement states that aggression on one country will be seen as aggression on all. That is why Armenia is requesting the support of other members of CSTO. And CSTO members are going to send an observer mission to Armenia in coming days. Before that, Nancy Pelosi is due to visit Armenia on this weekend. I have 3 clips for you. First one shows protests held against Nikol Pashinyan, Armenian PM in Yerevan, Armenian capital last night. Second one shows Armenian representatives' speech at UN Security Council. And third one shows some drone strikes which were conducted by Azerbaijan on Armenian positions before a ceasefire came into force last night. Watch the clips, then Russia-Ukraine conflict.
Mr. President, as we speak, we are receiving reports that the fragile ceasefire is under threat. There are credible reports that Azerbaijan is planning yet another military offensive by widening the geography of the aggression, including from the direction of Nakhichevan, to realize their unlawful ambitions towards establishing an extraterritorial corridor through the sovereign territory of Armenia.
Secondly, viewers, evidence is emerging gradually that Russia is using Iranian drones. We know that though Russia has one of the best militaries in the world, but in terms of having advanced drone technology, combat drone technology, Russia is lagging far behind the US, and Russia does not have quality combat drones, though it does have Orlan series, but it's not very advanced. That is why reportedly Russia has purchased drones from Iran, but evidence was missing. Gradually evidence is emerging. Remains debris of some Iranian drones have been found in Nikopol, the Dnipropetrovsk region of Ukraine. You can see some pictures on your screen. The pictures show engine of a drone, which is Iranian Shaheed 136 drone according to experts. This is a suicide drone, a loitering munition. It means that it crashes into the target. It destroys itself and the target too. But the engine remains identifiable mostly. This is engine of an Iranian Shaheed 136 drone according to most experts, and this engine has been found in Nikopol, which is under Russian airstrikes and drone strikes. Russia has not officially confirmed that it has purchased drones from Iran, but several cargo flights have been tracked between Iran and Russia. And Russian and Iranian airlines, which are under sanctions for providing weapons to some groups in Syria and Yemen conducted these flights to Russia. So that is why most experts say that Russia has purchased Iranian drones which are being used against Ukrainian targets. And lastly, viewers, today Russia through its news agency warned US against providing long-range weapons to Ukraine. We know that NATO, US, EU are providing weapons to Ukrainian government. But these are not long-range weapons. No jets, fighter jets have been given to Ukraine. No long-range missiles have been given to Ukraine. Why? Because Russia says that if US, NATO, EU start providing long-range weapons to Ukraine, which can reach Ukraine, it will be seen as aggression against Russia. And the parties providing such weapons to Ukraine will be seen as parties to this conflict. So once again, Russia through its news agency RIA reiterated its position that if US provided long-range missiles to Ukraine, Russia will consider US as a party to the conflict and Russia will hit US military interests, military assets in the region. Ukraine wants delivery of army tactical missile systems from the US. These missile systems have a range of more than 300 kilometers. So far, US is resisting. It has only provided HIMARS to Ukraine, which have a range of around 30-40 kilometers. HIMARS are extremely precise, but their range is limited, which are basically artillery systems, rockets, missiles are fired, which are extremely precise, but short-range rockets and missiles. Ukraine wants long-range missiles and fighter jets, bombers too, but so far no country in the West, US as well, has shown willingness to provide such long-range weapons to Ukrainian government. Thank you for watching.